So, we're now going to, she's at 5, isn't she? Yeah, we're now going to play against the Lost Souls, and Gabriella is going to do her best. Trash the highest die. First, she's going to use tech support to get back 3 gifts. She's going to take this one back. She's going to take this one back. And this one back. This is not her forte, really. She's going to use rage. She's going to sacrifice Trauma Kit to allow Ruby to heal 3. Oh, she gets 1 bonus die because she's assembling against a threat. That's welcome. Okay, she can use this. Assemble using rage. Okay, and then we've got a murder board, which we're going to use. And we're going to recycle it into Gabriella's deck. So she gets 1 more rage die, and since it's got strike, and she's got strike, she gets 1 more die. And we need to trash the highest die in the evaluate step. So we trash the 4. So we have 10, that's just enough. So the lost soul goes away. And we don't have anything else we can play. So we draw up to 5. And next up is Ruby Doomsday. She draws, and we are, this is terrible because we won't be able to go through this because we simply do not have enough omens. Therapy dog. Yeah. Does anybody else have... Yeah, she has 2 omens. Okay, she's got 1 omen. Okay, so we're going to try and get the therapy dog. Charm 1. Soul. Ally gift. He is an ally, gives us 1 additional die. We're going to discard this to get 1 more die. And we made it. So she's going to draw up to her hand size, and then it's Alice Moon. This is terrible. We're going to play the Mason Jar just to see what the next card would be. And it is a Soul Stealer. Gonna use this to add one more soul die. And we have 14, that's enough. And we're gonna play this. Switch. We get to examine, and it's picks. We're gonna investigate. 3. And we make it with 11 against 10. So we have, yeah, okay, now the problem is that we're running out of time. Yeah, this is our last omen. If this isn't the master, flip your nexus. Oh, we're going to get to check out the first 2 cards. And it is the master! I don't believe it. Okay. That was lucky. That was seriously lucky. So we are now looking at Kuzo. And we need to win this one. We cannot afford to lose. And we win. Oh, if the last nexus is sealed. Oh, we can seal if we win. Soul 12. Someone can. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. We need to make this happen. Body is the easiest, so we're going to take body 3. Strike, we have 1. We are going to... we're assembling against Animus. We use the geofence, which lets us add 2 bonus dice and recycle this card. We're going to discard this card to get one more body die. And we have picks. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We rolled 11, 14. We are looking at 14, so we have trashed the master. Now we need to we can go to sanctify. He can't escape because there are no more nexuses. We can seal the nexus if we won. We have a card, Pix, which we can use in Sanctify, which succeeds at guarding or sealing the nexus. We don't have to run a check now. So we have won. This was literally by the skin of our teeth, because we have no more omens. We would have run out of time. So let's see, there should be 1 minion in there. There isn't. Oh, good. Oh, well, you know, that's fine then, you know. But we managed to do this. Otherwise, we would have had to succeed at a soul charm 12. And it would have been the player who won against the threat, and that would have been Gabriella. So she's got 3 dice, 2 for charm, 2 for soul, 1 for charm. She could have boosted it using this 3, but she would have had to get a 12. And we could have used this. We could have sacrificed this to flip 1 die. We could have supported her with this. Yeah. But we made it. So that's really brilliant. I hope you got an idea of you know, what it's like. Again, I was going to show you what it's like to be able to switch between different nexuses, and I think we saw how that works. But ideally, you would have to go through this a lot quicker. We had overall 36 omens in total. But as you can see, it gets very tight. It can get very tight. So now that we've done this and we've succeeded, we get to gather all the cards that we've got now, and these are the cards that our choir has. So our choir is really our group of saints, so we all put them together. Everything we've acquired during this game. Let's see if there are any omens in there. Because of course when you start losing random cards, you can be forced to discard a, we had to get rid of one omen because we had to. So there we've got this one. Oh, there would have been an omen in there as well. It was too far down. So these are the nexuses. This is a true threat, and this is another nexus. Goody. So let's now take a look at the fleeting fragments from which we can choose. In the detox, we've got the bonfire. It's a great party. They're singing, dancing, the stars are brilliant in the sky above. It doesn't seem odd that the music is all drums and pipes. It doesn't seem odd that the grizzled old man is naked, or that his companions' tall, lean bodies are tattooed in vivid blue whorls. Their eyes are the colour of spring leaves. You smell blood. Nothing seems strange at all. This is exactly how the world is supposed to be. Evaluate. Choose one. Choose one die. Explode all dice showing a lower number than that die. Then trash the chosen die. Okay, we're going to take 3 more fleeting fragments. And we get to choose 3 in total from this offering of 4. Here we have the carriage ride. Over the Mittellands, your horse flew, bound for a castle half buried in the rubble of a fist fight amongst giants. So as not to disturb the giants, the horses were goaded against touching their hooves to the ground. In the darkness, the only sound was the coach's whip on flesh. The coachee's whip on flesh. Damage, sacrifice, recycle their hand, then go to end. Well, I don't know. Next up is the teddy bear. You know it's not the same one. You lost that one years ago, miles and miles away. But the resemblance is uncanny, and the smell of it reminds you of a time so long ago. A time when you were surrounded by love, when the world made sense, and a time when you were safe. Initiate, sacrifice. All the saints at the same nexus may give the active player 1 card. Okay, and the last one. The new rules. The veterinarian couldn't stop shaking in front of you. A coy wolf, maybe. Someone hit it in the road and brought it into my clinic. 2 legs broken, at least 3 ribs. The chest cavity was compressed, maybe spinal damage. I was trying to stabilize it. There was some exposed bone. It looked exactly like hickory wood. Same color, same hardness. It even had grain. And then it heaved up on its remaining legs and threw itself through that window there. I could see through its rib cage, and it was running. Sacrifice. Shuffle, the active player shuffles 1 damaged card into 1 damaged card into someone's deck. What is a damaged card? Discarded, maybe? Yeah, we're going to consider this discarded. So choose 1 die, explode. Yeah, we're gonna, this whole thing about recycling your hand and then going to end, well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, these ones were actually not really that good. None of them were exciting. But hey. Okay, so let's see who's going to get which. Alice is going to get the one about the bonfire. The teddy bear will go to Ruby. And the story of the wolf will go to Gabriella because she's a biker chick and she may actually have, you know, like been cycling around and or biking around and oh yeah, we forgot this. Love battery. We could have, it would have prevented us from sacrificing a gift. Okay, so now that's us done. I'm going to clean up and I'm going to set up the choir for the next round. I like doing this once I've done my game and it's over, because this means that I don't have to do a lot of work in the next setup. I really then only have to set up the locations, because a lot of people have been criticizing the Pathfinder adventure card game for its long setup times, and I'm not sure what the problem was with that, because while I didn't like the game, the setup time wasn't the problem why I didn't like the game. I thought it actually, the setup was okay, you know, there wasn't anything in particular about it that I didn't like. What I need to find out is but I think this is how this works. If you have oh, the devil bird shouldn't be in the spy as well. Oh, that's the wrong deck. So I usually set up the Saints decks straight away after the game, so that when I start a new game, I really just have to set up the locations, just for convenience. It's not because it's in any way, shape or form annoying or anything. I believe it actually is really quick. I don't know what people think about it. I have a feeling that a lot of people level a lot of criticism at this game. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, because I looked on Board Game Geek and I couldn't really find any substantial arguments why people dislike this game. But setup time certainly cannot be a reason. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.